today I will talk about the difference between the list and vector. In this content, I already talked about this slide before, right? But after this lecture, some student asked me about the arithmetic operation both in list and vector. So I will talk about it one more with the another examples. So when you look at the first comment, even though the variable name is on the list, but this comment is just a vector. And when you check the vector data for each element are all the string data, right? So naturally, we cannot do the arithmetic operation for this vector, right? But how about this list? Even though this is the list, the variable name is list, but as I talked to you before, this contains only string data, so we cannot do the arithmetic operation, right? But when you make the another list, for example, if you made this list, this list element contains the integer variable, right? So we can do the arithmetic operation even though it is the list. So my point is, this sentence should be modified from the first sentence to this sentence. In this vector, we can do, so I put the words in a previous sentence. So in this vector, in this example, I mean, you can do arithmetic operation, right? Because this vector has only integer variables, right? But how about this list? This list is the only string data vector, right? So we cannot do the arithmetic operation. So I put this word in this sentence too. But naturally, you can do the arithmetic operation if list has the integer variables. So if you want to do arithmetic operation with this list, you can select the third or the second sometimes the elements flexibly, and you can do the arithmetic operation with 2 times square blanket. So please compare this comment and the last comment. These are same list, but if you want to reach the specific element directly, you should use the 2 times of square blanket. So after that, if you increase the number with the arithmetic operation, you can successfully do the arithmetic operation naturally, right? So I modify the vector can do only arithmetic operations, but list cannot do it. That is the wrong sentence. I mean, in this example, vector has string data only, so we cannot do the arithmetic operation, of course, and naturally, if you want to do the arithmetic operation regardless of vector and list, the elements should be integer values, as well as the proper indexing. Okay, so please compare this slide and this slide, and you should also compare the list usage for the indexing or the first least indexing. The grammar is different, all right? So, in conclusion, you can do arithmetic operation regardless of vector and list. But in this case, both vector and list should be composed of integer or floats, I mean double values, and proper index grammar. Okay, so that is the more generalized sentence. So you should know it, right? So you can do arithmetic operation regardless of vector and list. But in this case, I mean, if you want to do arithmetic operation, both vector and list should be composed of integer values, all right? Okay, and proper index grammars, all right? So, for example, if you want to do arithmetic operation in list, you should use the double the square blanket instead of the single one. All right. So you should compare this comment, and this comment. All right. That's it. In this video, I replied the correct answer for this slide of example. Okay, so I modified this part in this slide. So this sentence is only meaningful in this example, all right? But this sentence is the generalized answer for vector and list. Okay, so you should know it according to the specific examples, what is difference or not. Okay, that's it. See you next video. Bye bye. Have a nice day.